The Miami Hurricanes, 83-73 winners tonight over the Florida State Seminoles in Tallahassee. First time the Canes have beaten the Seminoles in 3 years. January 24th, I think the date was, in 2023. It was a big-time win for the Miami Hurricanes as FSU had won 7 of 9. They did have a win over Miami in Coral Gables by 2 points after the national championship, 65-63. Probably one of the worst games the Canes have played all season. The Canes uneven in play as usual. That's just who they are. Like you have to accept what it is. But they come away with the big plays down the stretch. They find a way to get the job done and win 83-73 in Tallahassee, improving to 22-6 on the season, 11-4 in the ACC, just a smidge closer to securing that number 3 spot in the ACC tournament and a double bye in the tournament, and getting just that much closer to a berth in the NCAA tournament a year after being absolutely categorically, catastrophically atrocious. Is that the right verbiage? I don't even know. But man, what an exciting night it was tonight as we did our live watch party. Thank you to those who jumped on board the live. Appreciate it. It's been an up and down crowd in the live, and we had over 500 against Virginia Tech last Tuesday. I don't know if that was because of YouTube had some issues or what. But man, today we had a few people. Wasn't a big crowd. Wasn't a big crowd on Saturday when we played against Virginia up at Virginia. But we got a big win on the road after losing a tough one at Virginia. Let's talk about this game, man. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Hurricanes Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, leave your comments. Appreciate you jumping on board. Support our sponsor of the show, Natalie Lopez, attorney at law, practices in criminal defense and family law. When life hits hard, the law firm Natalie Lopez hits back harder. You can reach her at 954-888-8833, 954-888-8833. And on Instagram at nat.guilty, nat.guilty. I appreciate her continued support of this show. Again, if you have any issues, give her a buzz. She's based out of Fort Lauderdale. Thank you, Nelly, for your support of the show. Malik Renew, man. This guy is interesting to watch, bro. Malik Renew, Trey Donaldson. Trey Donaldson makes his trip back home. He's from Tallahassee, went to Florida High, right behind Sally Hall, Florida State University High School, called Florida High. At least that was back in my day. He goes up to Tallahassee, drops a 21-piece, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, big time second half against Florida State. Today hits big shot after big shot after big shot. Great performance by Trey Donaldson. Malik Renew, man. Malik Renew was one interesting cat, dude. I mean, when I watch Malik Renew play basketball, I'm sitting here like, bro, what in the world is homie doing? This guy could, I don't know. I don't think Malik Renew knows how good he is. He's one of those guys where I just don't know if he understands just how good he really is. The man played 35 minutes on a dislocated left thumb from the last game against Virginia. See, I never knew what happened to his thumb last week. I never saw. I saw when it happened. I thought maybe his fingernail got kicked off. No, he had a dislocated thumb, and came back in the game with a dislocated thumb against Virginia. Today it was taped up. Obviously, it felt a little bit better. But this kid's playing with a dislocated thumb. I think it's pretty freaking amazing. On his shooting hand, no less. And he finished with 23 points, 9 of 14, 12 rebounds, 7 offensive boards, has some big plays down the stretch. You're sitting here like, he had 23? And you're sitting here like, and I'm watching this with my sons, and we're like, yo, it looked like he had like 10 points. He just does it in such a nonchalant, non-in-your-face type of way. And you're like, whoa, this dude got 23. And you're sitting here saying, bro, this guy should have 35. Because he doesn't play he's almost not aggressive enough to me. He's almost not aggressive enough. And I think he plays too far from the basket a lot of times. I think around the hoop, this guy is virtually unstoppable. They have no answers for this guy around the basket in college basketball. He gets double teamed constantly. Miami Hurricanes in this game were very, very uneven. Came out pretty good. Blew the lead. Let FSU get back in it. Went into the halftime with a 6-point lead, 38-32 on a 3-pointer by True Washington at the buzzer in the first half. Went up by 10, 57-47 in the second half. We're in complete control. And then every single time they have a chance to push the lead out and run away with it, they do this dumb stuff, man. They committed 18 turnovers, 8 in the first half, 10 in the second half. It's like every time there was a chance to extend the lead, they turned the ball over. They're up 48-38, and then they let FSU get a couple back. They get right back in. It's 50-40. Miami has a chance to push to 52 or 53-40, and True Washington turns the ball over. It's just a very interesting, irritating type of squad. It's 50-40. It's 50-42. They turn the ball over again. Then they get it back on a turnover. Then they go up by 10 again. And then they take they're up 10 and take a bad 3-point shot on the fast break. Just an awful shot. That was True Washington again. This is a terrible shot decision on a play where he could have gone right to the basket and flushed it. Instead, they come back, get a freaking easy bucket. We go back up by 10 again, have a chance to push it to 12-13 again. After Florida State misses a three and then turns the ball over. And then we miss a layup. And you're like, oh, my word. Miss another layup with a chance to go up 12 again and commit a foul. I mean, it's one of those things where they are just so frustrating. 54-46. So I'm sorry, I said 57-47. It was 54-44. That was the last time they led by 10 points at that point. They got the 54-46, 54-47. We commit a dumb foul, another turnover. I mean, bad shot, turnover. Next thing you know, it's 54-50. We call a timeout. Another bad missed shot. And next thing you know, it's 57-53 and a big bucket by Allen. But of course, Miami makes it hard. They make it hard. It's just how we roll. Another turnover leads to a 3 by Florida State. It's a 1-point game. And a foul on the shot. As Malik Reneau fouls Kobe McGee shooting a 3 from the corner. He's like, and we just blew this entire lead. It's 57-57 with 7:54. You're like, I guess we had a 0-0 ball game again. And then what happens? The Canes take over the game again. It's like, holy Lord, why is this team so ungodly exhausting? They will keep you on the edge of your seat the entire game. They don't like to let you relax. It's almost like they like the close game. So after Reneau fouls Kobe McGee, they tie the game at 57 all. Malik Reneau makes a great move, gets fouled, gets an and one. It's up 60-57. A turnover by Florida State, and Miami then hits a bucket by Trey Donaldson, 62-57. He goes to 62-59, and then we miss a 3, and Reneau gets a freaking crazy putback 3-pointer by Washington. After Reneau damn near turned the ball over, was able to throw the ball to Washington, top of the key for a 3-point shot, and Reneau's running back in play under the basket. The ball bounces off the rim, and he's under the basket and is able to put his hand up and tip it back in for a bucket to make it 64-59. We make it 66-59 on a dunk by Uday on a damn alley-oop from True Washington. It's 5-3. Like, yo, we blew a 10-point lead. We just got on a 7-0 run. But then we find a way to try to make this shit interesting again. We have a turnover by Malik Reneau. It's like they miss a 3. We turn it over. See, this was actually a scary play because they missed this 3. We're up 7. And Reneau throws the ball, just chucks it down the floor. And on that play, Schultz is going to Henderson, but he badly underthrows it. Henderson stops, slides, bangs his knee on the ground. And you're sitting there saying, oh, no, did Henderson get hurt? Because he was carried up. He was helped off the court and went into the locker room. But on that same play, after that happened, they hit a 3 on our ass. So we went from having a chance to go up 7 or 8, 9 or 10, and now it's a 4-point game again because of dumb basketball. This team makes a lot of bad IQ plays. But again, it's something that you're going to have to accept. They make mistakes, but they fight. They fight. They fight. And I love the fight in them. I love the fight in them. I really do. Donaldson hits a 15-footer, a beautiful 15-footer on a after a substitution of Dante Allen. His mid-range jumper today was on. Ernest Uday gets a great block shot on Robert McCray V, the best player for Florida State. I mean, that block, they initially called it a bucket. He got the ball immediately. It's like, how is that called a goaltending? Thankfully, they challenged it, and it was overturned. It was Miami ball, and we hit a bucket again to make it 70-62. Sheldon Henderson comes back in the game. You're like, thank you, God, this guy's not hurt, because I was nervous. All of us in the chat were nervous. Uday with another big block. Donaldson drills a three, and we're back up 11 with 3 minutes to go. They hit a three right back. Leger Jones killed us today. He had 19 for Florida State. He was tough. And then we miss a layup, but we get another putback in by Ernest Uday. We're up 10 again. But then it became just a matter of, the mistake, like making mistakes and then missing free throws. We missed a bunch of free throws down the stretch to keep it a game. It got down to 6, turned the ball over, missed free throw, missed the front end of one-on-one, missed the front end. Just missing front ends of one-on-one. It got down to 4. And finally we hit a free throw, but then Trey Donaldson makes the first, misses the second. But they don't box out Malik Renault, and he gets a putback layup with under a minute to go to make it a 7-point game. That pretty much ended the game. It was a hell of a game, bro. Exhausting. What Jay Lucas has done here has been fantastic, man. You got to give this guy all the credit in the world. He's a great fit for this program. Young dude, energetic, putting his heart into all of it. He looks like he's 14 years old, and you got these players balling their ass off and working so hard. I love this team. This team, like I've said before, reminds me of that team with Charlie Moore and Cam McGusty and Isaiah Wong, that team that went to the Elite Eight. I loved watching that team play. They fought. This team reminds me of that team. We're sitting now at 22-6, third in the conference. We have the tiebreaker over Carolina. They're 10-5. NC State lost today. NC State got absolutely obliterated today by Virginia by 29. And the NC State coach said they're just better than us. I've never heard a coach just go so matter of fact. They're just better than us type stuff. Clemson is 10-5. They have the head-to-head on us, so we want to stay a game ahead. We got to stay a game ahead of them. But we have the head-to-head with Carolina and NC State. We do have to play Louisville. We still have to play SMU. And then we have a game against Boston College this Saturday at home, which we should win. They're really bad. They're 9-18. That should be a win. But man, we're in prime position to play as a double bye in the ACC tournament. Like, would you have ever thought that? It's so cool to watch it, though, man. It really is. You got these guys that came in, whether it's Trey Donaldson as a senior, boy, dude's out of Tallahassee, came back in tonight and busted Florida State's ass. I wonder why he didn't go to Florida State. It's very interesting. I learned tonight that he was a big-time football player too while I was watching the game. And I'm like, yo, he was a high-level football player. This was a top 300 football player. I'm trying to figure out why he didn't play football as a safety and as a quarterback. Remember, he's 6'3". He's not small. And then you got Henderson, who's a freshman. Then you got Malik Renault, who's a senior. You got Uday, who's a senior. True Washington's a junior. He could be back for another year. That would be fabulous. Hopefully Marcus Allen gets healthy and he'll be back. Dante Allen's a freshman. He has his trials and tribulations with he can't make free throws either. But he's a tough guy. He plays hard. He plays with energy, effort, defends. Malovich is a freshman. Davrat's a junior. Altuntas is a freshman. You got a lot of young guys on this team. And Jay Lucas, he's already got Caleb Gaskins coming in for next year. So who's a 5-star, small forward. I really pray to God. I pray to God that Sheldon Henderson comes back. These guys nowadays, they leave early, but when you're getting paid a bunch of money in NIL, there's no reason for him to turn pro. He's not ready for the NBA. He's a 6'6", 240-pound tweener. He's the size of a tank. He reminds me of Larry Johnson. I mean, realistically, but he doesn't have a jump shot. Shelton Henderson has got to develop a jump shot. If he develops a jump shot, that guy is going to be scary good. I would love to see him back for at least a sophomore season. I think that would be so awesome to get him back for a sophomore campaign. Again, don't know what will happen, but I hope it does. I really genuinely hope it does. Because this team is fun and they're gonna be fun next year too. But what Jay Lucas has done this year is nothing short of spectacular. The Canes are not ranked yet, but they're right on the cusp. If they win this weekend, I could see them jumping into the top 25 at the very least in the AP poll where they're ranked 26, 27, 29th. They got 10 votes. I think they could very well jump in. It's a possibility. Louisville lost already this week, I believe. They lost today, I think it was. They lost to yesterday to Carolina. Vanderbilt dropped 6 spots last week. What day was the game versus Tennessee? Was that game that was on the 21st, so that was earlier. That was last week. But, if some teams lose, they can find themselves in the top 25 on the coaches poll. They're 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're 32nd. So they're right there on the cusp, man. They're getting respect now. And if they finish the season off, beating BC, SMU, and Louisville, they will be ranked going into the ACC tournament. I have no doubt about that. And Louisville's ranked 20th in the coaches poll while being ranked 24th in the AP poll. But man, this is fun, guys. I think you need to jump on this train, jump on board, and check these guys out. Jump on our live streams, man. I appreciate y'all jumping on board, man. Again tonight, come on by on Saturday, 2 p.m. We will be back for Hurricanes Unfiltered live watch party against Boston College. It's at least hopefully that game is a blowout and we don't got to worry about a close game because they're bad. But this team likes to keep teams around, so. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. What do you think of this squad? Did you watch the game? Leave your thoughts in the comments. I appreciate y'all jumping on board. Right now, it's a good time to be a freaking Hurricane fan. You got a basketball team that's balling. Your baseball team's 9-0. The football team went to the national championship. I mean, Canes baseball plays FAU tomorrow night or Wednesday night, and then has 3 against the Gators this weekend in Coral Gables. It's a fun time, bro. Y'all like the video? Subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell. This is Hurricanes Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.